G'day gorgeous people, I'm in Penang, woo! My flight was delayed and I got into Penang a little later than initially scheduled, but I'm on holidays, who cares? I loved people watching. There were so many people who were getting irate and frustrated. What's the point? You can't do anything about it. And if there's a technical or operational issue with the plane, I would rather they fix it whilst we're still on the ground. So I was happy. But I'm finally here. Oh my goodness. I love Penang and I know that, I haven't even been here an hour, but I'm so excited to be here. I had all intentions of hitting the streets and getting some delicious Penang food, but I'm knackered, I'm exhausted. As you probably watched in a previous video, I walked from my hotel to the monorail to KL Express to domestic departures, and then with the delays, it just turned out to be a long day, and I think it was my fault as well. I didn't have a big substantial meal, only because the food at the time I was in the Malaysian Airlines regional business lounge it wasn't to my liking, and yes. But as I was leaving the lounge, I noted that they were replacing it with a lot of amazing looking food, like food that wasn't part of when I arrived. There was things like curry puffs and these, I don't know even how to explain it, and different types of curries. I missed the changeover. I'm staying at the Eastern Hotel, but I'm only here for one night, which is a pity because it's such a beautiful space. The room is huge. I mean, like massive compared to the shoebox I was in KL. And when I checked in, the check-in team was so lovely. The concierge opened the door and says, "Can I help with the bag?" I know this is nothing new. A lot of concierges and a lot of, bellboys and captains do this, but it was just so nice compared to where I was before. And I said, no, I'm happy to take my own luggage. And as I was waiting in line to check in, the concierge came up with a really delicious cold ginger tea. Oh, it was just lovely. And then as I was checking in, the check-in team was so friendly. And they were giving some advice on how to get to the Queens Bay Mall. It was just so close, and they were just lovely, telling me how far it is to the water. And I loved it. Just as I was heading to my room, one of the other check-in team actually says, "Oh, just so you know, everything in your minibar is free." And I didn't even realize that. I don't know if that was part of the room I booked or whether it's actually something that's standard with this hotel. If it's standard, they need to market that because it's a big selling point. The minibar usually tends to be the most expensive part of a hotel stay. So I generally stay away from the minibar. But, the check-in staff actually said, drink everything, eat everything that's in the minibar, and if you're exhausted, just call housekeeping. And then they whispered in my ear and they said, if you don't drink it all, just take it with you because, it's free. How cool is that? Yes, like I was saying before, short story, very long. I just didn't feel like heading out to have a big meal. And seeing as I was leaving the Malaysian Airlines lounge and I saw the curry puffs, you know what I'm like with curry puffs. I really wanted curry puffs. So I went to Queens Bay Mall and I just so happened to find a place that sells curry puffs. And not just curry puffs, look at the size of this. And look at the flaky pastry. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's flaky curry puff pastry. It is a bit cold because once again, I went and bought this and it was in a plastic bag. So it did actually get a bit soggy. And I then walked into a supermarket to buy a few drinks, which I'm going to be doing a taste test. And I think I'll put it part of this segment. I've got a mini fridge. How exciting is that? Sorry, I'm just so excited by these small things because for an entire week, I didn't have a refrigerator and I couldn't buy cold drinks. But I bought this Mountain Dew, pitch black. Do we have these back home? With a punch of grape citrus flavour. Grape citrus is black? Oh, that's almost purple. Can you see that? And the other Mountain Dew flavour I got is Blue Shock Due charged with raspberry citrus flavour. It's still a bit warm because it was in the bag with my curry puff, so I might refrigerate that and we can have that a little later. Right, so I got 2 types of curry puffs. One is just a potato, the smaller one, and this one, the larger of the 2, is called the jumbo chicken. I'm gonna start with the potato because it just seems rather humble. I'm gonna make a prediction. The potato is gonna be potato curry and the chicken is gonna be chicken curry, hence curry puff. Oh wow. That is so good. It's spicy, and that's not spicy to my level because I consider the habanero, a rather easy chili to eat. I have habaneros on my toast. And I mean that not figuratively, I have habaneros on my toast, literally. So this is spicy in terms of most of my viewership. So most of you will probably consider this a little spicy. You can feel it on your tongue and the back of your throat because that's where I'm feeling it. The potato is perfectly cooked. There's still a tiny bit of bite to it, so it's not overly mushy. Lots of ginger, lots of garlic, lots of fresh red chilies in here, and that chili powder. Very similar to the chili powder used in the sardine curry puff I had back in KL. And you know how much I love that sardine. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Now, the jumbo chicken curry puff. It's almost like a pasty, isn't it? I can instantly taste fresh chilies. That's the difference between dehydrated dried chilies and fresh chilies. And I can taste fresh red chilies. And there's a hint of mustard seeds, and they use very generous amounts of curry leaves. That's the overpowering flavor of curry leaves and mustard. Yes, wow. So that's almost an Indian-like curry puff. It is glorious. Wow. Well, I'm gonna continue eating this. I'm gonna finish this. So good.